I stopped using Lightroom Classic during the pandemic, so that was a long time ago at this point. So I've been living in the Lightroom world, not Classic, for many years. And I do want to acknowledge that like having a product and then calling it Classic and then having another product that has the name of the product that wasn't called Classic before is it's really confusing. Now, I'm not part of the Adobe business team, but Adobe, if you're watching, you got to fix this. But until they do, I wanted to make this quick video to tell you why I use Lightroom as a professional photographer for many years, why I left Classic, began using Lightroom, and why I'm very happy with that decision. But before I do that, if this is your first time here, my name is Dave. I'm a photographer from the Bay Area of California. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and if you find this video helpful, be sure to like it as well. Most people say that at the end. I thought I would just say it now. The first reason is completely vain. Lightroom just looks better. When I open up Classic, I feel like I should be using it on Windows XP. When I open up Lightroom, it just looks like it's made for today. Honestly, when I reevaluated my entire digital workflow back during the pandemic when we all had a lot of time on our hands, I made that switch purely for vanity, and I'm very happy that I did. I actually think that Adobe cares about Lightroom, and the only reason that Classic exists is because it's been around for a long time. Photographers only like change when it's a camera. I do think they are going to retire Lightroom Classic. I mean, what other company uses the word classic in a product line? They are going to totally kill this product at some point, and then you're going to be forced to make this decision. So I think it's smarter just to go ahead and make the move now. The second reason may be a little controversial, but I want you to hear my entire reasoning for it, and that is the cloud sync. So why controversial? Number one is because you have to pay extra money to get a decent amount of cloud space to actually back up your photos. If you are a business, that's part of doing business. If you are a hobbyist, it's actually pretty inexpensive data. But the second reason that I think is the reason why there's so much controversy about Adobe's cloud is their AI training system, like whether or not they are using our photos to train their AI. I don't know. I don't know what's been said. I didn't even want to look it up because I don't want to make this video about that. But there is some controversy around Adobe's cloud system. You can leave a comment below if you know the facts and let a whole discussion happen, but we're not going to go into it here. But I actually see the cloud feature as a pro for my workflow. Now, if you want me to make a video about my entire backup system, let me know in the comments below and I'll make that video. But the Adobe Cloud is one of 3 locations that I store my RAW files. The first place is on a large SSD that I can take with me when I travel. Now, I don't have terabytes upon terabytes of images. I keep what I think needs to be kept and I delete the rest. So my library isn't insane, at least right now. The second place I keep all of my photos is on Adobe's cloud. It's completely synced up at all times, ready to go, and we'll talk about how it's portable here in a moment. The third place I keep all my photos is on my RAID, which is right over here. I've got a really big RAID system that backs up all of my videos and photos, so I have it backed up there as well. And I actually use Classic to sync all of my RAW files to this RAID because Lightroom Classic can sync with the cloud just like Lightroom can. So then my workflow becomes I import photos into Lightroom, they sync to the cloud, then they sync back down to Classic, and Classic is syncing with this RAID. So Classic's only pulling local files from the RAID, Lightroom pulls from the SSD, and they both connect to the cloud. Again, if you want to see the whole video on that, drop a comment below and let me know. And then I mentioned how I have access to my photos on all devices, which is actually pretty cool because I have them on my MacBook right here at my desk. Then I have them on my iPad. If I want to sit down on the couch and edit, I can use my Apple Pencil and edit there. Or what I really use it for most of the time is when I'm out on the go. All of my images are on my iPad if I need access to those images. And then the most portable option is my phone. Again, everything in my entire cloud, my whole library is available right through my phone. There's even been a time where I didn't have any of my devices with me and I needed to pull up my library, and I logged in through a browser on someone else's computer, accessed my library, and exported a photo. So the point here is that the cloud sync is a really compelling feature if you need that kind of workflow and you are willing to pay Adobe for that extra space. Though it's I think $10 per terabyte. So it's not a crazy fee, but again, if you're a business, it's kind of just the cost of doing business. It's actually one of the smaller business fees that I have. So we've talked about how it looks better. We've talked about the cloud sync. The third reason that I use Lightroom instead of Lightroom Classic is the ability, because of the cloud, to share galleries. So I'm in California, my assistant lives in Europe, and there are times where she has needed access to pull different photos from my library. And so we have created some shared folders where she can just get what she needs anytime that she needs it. And then locally, if I do work with, say, somebody like Jen or, other people that I might need to share a gallery with, We can just sync up galleries together, dump them in one place. Like if you do any collaboration or if you have anybody working with you and might need access to your raw files and your edits, shared galleries are actually pretty cool, and they are a compelling reason to use Lightroom if you need that kind of workflow. I think I've said that phrase a couple of times now, if you need that kind of workflow, because again, you got to determine what's right for you. The fourth reason I could not have said fully during the pandemic, but I can say it today. So that means that this reason has been evolving over the years, and I think it will continue to evolve. And that is Lightroom has everything you need. When I first made the switch during the pandemic, Lightroom did not have like camera calibration, and it didn't have some of the other tools that Classic had. So when I first made the move, I just had to suck it up and deal with some of the missing features. But for many years now, and really today, I feel like Lightroom gets like the dominant features first. When I'm editing in Lightroom, I don't feel like anything is lacking. Like it has everything that you possibly need if you use Lightroom. I mean, we're not comparing it to Capture One or Luminar or any other editing software, but if you use Lightroom and you're thinking that Lightroom has fewer features than Lightroom Classic, that's not entirely true. It has everything you need to edit your photos. But that said, there is one feature that I actually have to go back to Classic for when I want to do this thing. And before I tell you what that last thing is, let me just invite you to check out the Very Good workshops. If you want to grow as a photographer and grow as an editor and get like a deeper knowledge of not just how to edit from a technical standpoint, but why to choose certain things when we're editing, check out these workshops at shopverygood.com. I'll be leading a workshop in Grand Teton. I'll be leading a workshop in Zion. Both are later this year. So go ahead and check those out if you want to grow in your photography and grow in your ability to storytell through your images, which we all know editing is part of. All right, so there's one feature that I wish Lightroom had, it doesn't have, but Classic does have. And that is my ability to print photos. I wish Lightroom had the ability to print. I still have to use Classic to print. But alternatively, if I didn't want to use Classic, I could print from something even as simple as Apple Photos, which I print my iPhone photos oftentimes from Apple Photos. And so like there are other ways to print, but if you want to print directly from the Lightroom ecosystem, you do have to use Classic, which is a real bummer, because if I didn't have to do that, I really would never touch Classic. I would just have it running that sync over to the RAID and be done with it. Now, if you are a photographer that organizes through catalogs and you have like this deep well of archives and it's all like file-based, yeah, Lightroom might be a challenge for you. I do those things today through tags, through albums. Like I'm not cataloging anymore. It's just one giant catalog that has everything in it synced to the cloud. And I can quickly find things through tags, but I do understand the workflow of catalogs. And yeah, that is something you won't be able to do in Lightroom like you can do in Classic. But that said, I think you should consider updating your systems and workflow to something that is future-proof, like I think Lightroom is, because I do think they are gonna retire Classic one day and your entire system will probably be gone. So if you have any questions about why I use Lightroom and why I don't use Lightroom Classic, be sure to drop a comment below and let me know. And if you have thoughts and opinions, again, that's what the comments are for, so please leave them down there. I try to get back to every comment that I can while I can. So be sure to drop a comment below and let me know what you think. Don't forget to check out those workshops. They're all linked right below. And of course, I got a QR code right here if you're watching on the TV and you want to quickly access those links. Happy editing and organizing to all of you out there. And as always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.